Ho, ho. Look, I come from a city, you hear signs when we sleep. Heaven sent, hands down, vibes so unique. They ain't play their part, so my part is play for keeps. Wide-eyed kid, but I never saw that.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Lock, Loaded, and Goated. I'm your host, Brandon Andrews. With me, as always, Tony Pardo, Jeff Riddle Jr., and Jordan Elkins over there. What is going on, everybody? We have a wild, crazy show. We had a wild, crazy weekend, and we are here for all of it. We're here for it, so y'all just hit us up in the comments. We're going to try to get through this, though, because we have a lot to cover, and we will try to catch what we can in the comments there. So if you can, real quick, everybody give us a like and a follow if you're not already, and tap that screen for us. Let's get this thing going. All right, so start the show, Tony. Week 5 thoughts. Make it quick. We got a lot to cover.
Well, I guess maybe for the first time ever, we consider Indiana as a legit contender in college football world. And, there's still verdicts out there on certain teams like Texas, Oklahoma, LSU. There's still a lot of uncertainty going around. And honestly, I don't know if it's ever going to clear itself up because that's just the way the college football world is.
All right, well, Riddle?
Well, week 7, what I learned is apparently there's a new way to clap. Couple big weeks coming up as far as the playoff picture is concerned, and Kirk Cignetti is the real deal, and his backstory is incredible. If you don't know it, go find out what it is.
Riddle, way to slide into that fucking skid, buddy. I appreciate that. You made me proud right there. You made me proud. Jordan?
Yeah, I mean, Indiana's the real deal. That game was not as close as the final score indicated. Outside of that, sounds like Billy Napier is soon to be let go. I was wrong. Apparently, buyout prices do not matter these days. And there was a time that was took into consideration, but now apparently not. When you're going to pay $75 million to get rid of a coach and his entire staff, it's getting crazy.
Yeah. Well, we kind of had our thoughts on the group chat who was going to go to Florida, and one of the people, it's already being talked about in the chat right now. That's something that we all kind of called. But again, no one thought that was going to happen. Even Riddle was like, we got to get rid of Sunbelt Billy first. And now it's starting to look like it's going to happen. The only thing I'll say is, this kind of lead into our very first topic, but after we get to the Riddle, of course. But I will say this, I would have thought 12 years of a pretty superlative record. Granted, he's lost to his big opponents. Would have got him at least a shitty year without getting let go in the middle of it. But I guess that doesn't, like Jordan said, I guess that doesn't fucking matter anymore. We're in the Wild West, baby.
And I know y'all watch Josh Pate, but like Josh Pate said, we're at the point in the college football world now where, like I said last week, your depth is just not what it was.
Yep.
And it's not going to be. And so you're going to have a dead season here and there. And that's what Penn State's got right now is a dead season.
Yep.
If you're going to take and fire a guy who's won 100 games in the last 12 years for you over one dead season, I mean, trust me, I've been down this road before NIL. I've seen what happens when you fire a winning coach like this. I've seen the way it falls out, and it's not going to be pretty in Happy Valley because they got one shot to get it right. And then after that, the money's gone.
All right. And we're not going to get into it yet, but the only question I'll leave you with before we get in the riddle is, who wants to go somewhere like that? That's the question. That's the question. All right, Riddle, lead us off with a riddle.
Alrighty. I was going to try to do an Alabama-Tennessee thing to tie it in, and it just wasn't working out. So this is the trivia question for tonight. Since 1936, 64 times a team has went undefeated and won the national championship. One team stands alone at the top with the most undefeated national championship seasons. What team has the most undefeated national championship seasons?
All right, guys, that's a great question. It is definitely a unique one, and like I said, we will keep an eye on the chats and everything. And when you get it, we'll kind of, All right. So with that said, we're going to go into the coach carousel. There's no point. We got to rip this Band-Aid off. And the big topic right now is obviously James Franklin. The topic that we want to discuss is not only the James Franklin, which we've kind of touched on already, but it's how big and momentous this firing really can be. We've all been talking about this all week, and we think this is going to be a very, very big snowball by the end of this thing. We're going to start with Jordan on this question. And Jordan, kind of give us your thoughts on the coaching carousel. What I want to know, who's Penn State getting? And give me some plausible scenarios that could happen. Obviously, we know Sunbelt Billy's probably gone. Give me some scenarios, you don't have to elaborate too much, but just give me something.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I'll say I think Penn State has made a huge mistake. This
We
seems
agree.
like a knee-jerk reaction. Obviously, the loss to Nico and UCLA was terrible. Follow that up with a loss to Northwestern, who is, the Vanderbilt of the 90s of the Big Ten. But it feels like a knee-jerk reaction to me. I mean, yeah, James Franklin has struggled to win the big games. You know who else has struggled to win the big games? Lane Kiffin. One of those names that keeps getting floated. Hey, this guy's a replacement. Okay, but so far at Ole Miss, he hasn't got it done. Notre Dame has come out and said they want a coach to win a national championship in the next 5 years. Right now, there are 3 active current head coaches that have national championships. The pool's not very big, and they're not getting any of those 3, in my opinion.
No.
I think they made a big mistake with this. Honestly, I think Matt Rule is the fallback for Penn State. He hasn't shut those rumors down. He's kind of fed that fire. Personally, if I'm Penn State, I'm gonna have to strike out 3, maybe 4 times before I even make the call to Matt Rule. That's just me personally.
Mm-hmm.
All this comes down, and now Florida is wanting to get rid of Billy Napier, which, I mean, they've been wanting to get rid of him, but it's just dominoes are falling, and everybody's afraid of being left out.
Thank you, Dees.
That almost leads me to believe that James Franklin might land at Florida, and that would be a really good hire for them, considering where they're at to get it built back up. But as far as the Penn State job, I think it's going to wind up being a Matt Rule. I think they're going to strike out 2 or 3 times because Penn State is not the brand that they fancy themselves to be. This isn't the 80s anymore.
And just to tiptoe on that, we got to also ask ourselves, Nebraska has money. They have money. They're in the Big Ten too. They have money. They're a traditional powerhouse. They were, has been a while, but they got money. And is he going to leave Nebraska to go to a situation that to me is very dynamic? And that just goes back to okay. If he will,
I mean,
will.
I'm just saying that's his alma mater. Hell, he made his wife there. I mean, he has the ties to Penn State. If that call comes in, that's kind of like the Kiffin leaving Tennessee for USC. I feel like that's probably a dream job for him. And if that call comes in,
Jake, you stretching it, bro. All right, Tony, give us your thoughts.
Yeah, well, I think I'm one of those that advocate for him to be fired. Honestly, I don't know, probably early season, just because I already knew what his win-loss record. Well, I didn't know exact win-loss record. I just knew he wasn't very good in the big games that actually mattered. But yeah, it was a shocker to me. We brought up the money issue, and like Jordan said, Jordan pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, he did a good job.
And where that money come from, I know, Jordan, I think you might have said something about someone mentioned about Adidas contract probably paying that.
There was rumors of that, but that's kind of subsided too.
Well, rumor has it is their Adidas contract is bigger than someone else's because of this.
It could be.
Just because of this, though, I don't think it's like they're going to make X number. They just said it. We want a winning coach at this university. Get him. Yeah. So all speculation, though. Sorry.
But,
go ahead, Tony.
But yeah, I mean, he deserved to be fired. But I was thinking, man, he's locked up to 2033, right? He's supposed to be. But and you cut the cord like that. You're probably going to lose. Well, which they did. I'm pretty sure lost all kind of commitments already. On top of that,
big commitments.
And where are those commitments going?
Yeah,
they're eyeballing Indiana real hard.
Yep. The running back was a home run. The running back was a home run.
Big
I
Heart
mean,
with a great comment.
And
did he?
Jordan, I'm glad Jordan brought up Lane Kiffin because that's another guy I've said that he can bring in. Hey,
Alex.
he can bring in all the talent in the world at Ole Miss and hell even USC, but he can never get over that hump. He's never been able to to nail the door shut. On those big games. Now I'm not saying he might have he didn't. Kiffin's not failing as bad as James Franklin because there is no other James Franklin, but Kiffin. I mean, I get why
know,
teams
Alex.
are hot on him or how fans want him because he brings his dynamic offense and all this other shit. He can build an offense, but he can never build a defense. So I don't know why fans would go crazy
Whoa.
over Kiffin. Big name, all that stuff. Whoa, what? Whoa,
He's got Pete Golding down there. What the fuck you talking about?
What do you mean? They're one. Hey,
I know
shit
they're
on
ass.
I
know
shit
they're
on
ass.
Tennessee's defense, but they're pretty fucking bad. They're
I know
actually
they're
one of
ass.
the worst in
I
the
know.
rush defense. They're terrible.
You
So,
ain't got you ain't got to convince me about Pete Golden, Tony. I know he sucks. Okay, Riddle. Okay, so they've kind of covered everything. Give me your points on it, and then how deep does this rabbit hole go?
Well, first of all, to Alex's response, I'm watching Delaware and Jacksonville State right now.
Oh.
No, I'm watching Sam Houston. Pretty good game for two bottom dwellers.
But so far this year, there's been 7 head coaches, 4 coordinators, and 3 position coaches that have been fired. Some big name coaches that have been around for a while. Word on the street is, from multiple sources, Chad even said it in the chat, Billy Napier's last day is expected to be Sunday, win or lose. That would be wild, to say the least. And for me, when you make a move like that, it's because your guy's available. So what that means or who they're going after is still to be determined.
Even not necessarily available, you're afraid somebody's fixing to get him.
Right.
Yeah. He's going somewhere.
For me, the candidates that I think that could potentially or will change this offseason or probably towards the end of the year, you got obviously Golish, Rule, Matt Campbell, Lance Leopold from Kansas, Barry Odom at Purdue, Jeff Traylor at UTSA. Those guys could move. Those are really good coaches at where they're at with what they got. Up and coming assistants. I don't have the one y'all spoke on earlier because that defense is soft as Charmin. But Colin Klein, A&M's offensive coordinator, Tim Banks, Tennessee's defensive coordinator, Kirby Moore, Missouri's OC, and Buster Faulkner, Georgia Tech's offensive coordinators are coaches that I think are up and coming and that could get hired. And for me, with the Penn State job, you think about bringing in Bill O'Brien and the fact that he had NFL coaching experience, but not really college at that point. And then they bring in James Franklin, who had success at Vanderbilt to lead Penn State. Do they go after a big name or do they go after the hottest up and coming name?
I think they swing for the fences.
But you did
get
it though,
amount of money
because like
table right now, you have to.
Right, but like Brandon said, who wants to take that job?
You threw out something, Riddle, that's I don't you said Vanderbilt. Clark Lee would be a fucking great hire up there. I mean, if you could take Vanderbilt,
that'd be something for Penn State to poach back to back Vandy good coaches. But for me, we're teetering on the edge of a monumental coaching carousel. It's very close. It could very easily just go absolutely haywire. And the more dominoes that fall right now, the more are going to fall later on. So this rabbit hole, as you spoke of, could be very, very deep.
Yeah.
I mean, like I told y'all in our group chat, this could change the face of college football for the next decade.
Yeah, you're right. And just thinking, I'm just thinking, if Penn State is willing to get rid of a guy who was a guaranteed 10-win coach, guaranteed. Tony, last week you said this isn't the NFL, even though college football is more and more like the NFL every day. Now you have 12 teams going to the playoffs. You don't even have to be fucking good. You can go to the playoffs. That was proven last year. So he's going to get you in the playoffs every year with 10 wins. The only losses he'll have is Ohio State. Maybe somebody will take care of him for you, and then you get a couple wins, you get lucky and get hot. I don't know. That's the thing about him that really kind of puzzled me. Like, I wish loyalty was still a thing. I know it's not ever going to be again. I understand that, but most of us are old school guys, and like you give the Philip Fulmers they're due. You give them the benefit of the doubt. You don't fire them after one season. Question. You don't do that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, like you said, it's a different day and age. Can't dwell on it too much. My thing is this: is if they're willing to do that with Penn State, if they're willing to do that at Penn State, what about Lincoln Riley? If they just go on a losing streak, because the back half of their schedule is difficult. I mean, like if they go on a losing streak, what happens then? I mean, we're talking about, like, in all honesty, like the coach carousel could just open up wide open, especially with the with all the, you know, people willing to spend that kind of money. So it's going to be interesting right now, but we're going to keep an eye on it. We're here for it. Riddle, I agree, it's going to go deep. I just don't know how deep yet. Okay, now the fun part. So Coach Carousel, we all knew this was going to be hyped up. We knew this was going to be crazy. Let's see where the chips fall. We know Franklin's out. Someone wants Franklin. I'm telling you that right now. Someone wants him. Someone's going to get him.
Down to Florida.
Someone's going to get him. Someone's going to get him. Because I'm telling you right now, Florida's probably making the move because they're sitting there thinking Arkansas is going to go get him. I mean, he would be a huge hire for Arkansas. Huge hire for Arkansas.
I mean, just the names. We're not even throwing in the names of the coaches that have already been fired. Deshaun Foster, Brent Pry, Trent Bray, Trent Dilfer, Mike Gundy, Sam Pittman, and James Franklin have all been fired already this year.
Yeah, and I still take Sam Pittman as an assistant.
Spot on with the Kirby deal. I mean, that's what everybody's trying to catch now. Is, you know, you fire the 10-win guy, Mark Richt, and you hit on Kirby. That's not going to happen probably again.
No.
If not, if it does, it'll be a few years. But like you said, that's
Kirby waited.
Football is now.
Kirby bided his time and he waited for the perfect opportunity, and it was a successful program. So Matt Rule, theoretically, yes. Could he potentially be that? Do I think Matt Rule is Kirby? No, I don't.
No, not at all.
No, I don't. So it's going to be interesting. So we're going to do mid-season superlatives, guys. We want to do something fun for the show. So we're going to do mid-season superlatives right now. And one of the things that we're most excited about is, you know, just kind of going down the list and throwing out some of the things that we're thinking about, who we think are some of the best performers of the year. And in multiple categories, we have a lot to cover. So we're going to try to do a little bit of quick rundown. And then, you know, just give me a little one-liners and stuff like that. Riddle, we'll start with you. Mid-season MVP offense.
Just real quick on the coaching carousel, one more thing. Chad just sent me a message and said that Condren, which is one of their biggest boosters, said that if they don't make a home run hire, he's pulling his $22 million that he's donating regularly since 2018. So
yeah,
he funded the upgrades in the athletic facilities, and they're named after him. So when he talks, they listen. According to Chad,
yeah, they're going to pull. They're going to pull him. Fan. He's going bye-bye.
So mid-season MVP, you want just the offensive, right?
Just do both. So we can get through the list.
Well, offensive, I got Ahmad Hardy, running back for Missouri. I think without them, Missouri's bottom of the SEC kind of guy. He's second in the nation in rushing yards. He's second in the nation in rushing touchdowns. He's averaging 6.8 yards a carry. Bama did a good job bottling him up in the second half. But he's definitely that team's MVP in my eyes. And my defenses, it's John Henry Daly, the defensive end at Utah. He's got 8 sacks, which is tied third in the nation, and 2 forced fumbles, and he is what makes that defense go.
Okay. That's that. I like that. Jordan.
You got a good point, Deez. Before I fire off into this, I've been hearing Joe Brady's name mentioned a lot. Also hearing a lot that the Bills owner could be behind some of this buyout for Penn State. Maybe he wants Joe Brady sitting at Penn State as kind of a coach in waiting for Buffalo. It could be an interesting situation.
Now, Jordan, that's interesting, because if that's the case, I could see that happening a lot more behind the scenes than what we realize. I can see that. All right, go ahead.
I don't know what the Buffalo's owner, if he has ties to Penn State or just because they're in the same area of the country. Yeah. Anyway, offensive MVP so far, I've got Fernando Mendoza, 423 yards, 17 touchdowns, 2 picks, 84.6 QBR. I think that's 6th in the nation. Defense, Caleb Downs, 53 tackles, 3 interceptions, 5 pass breakups, 2 forced fumbles, and 7 tackles for loss.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's 2 good ones. And I try not to pick the same people for each category. So feel free, do what you need to do whoever you want. I just was trying to mix it up. But those are good. Now, Tony, you can say the same name. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about like I don't want the best quarterback to be.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got you.
Big
Go ahead.
Big Hunt said for Tony, or his offensive MVP is Tony Diego Pavia.
That's
Yeah.
probably
No,
true.
Diego, no.
That's probably true.
Tony
No.
Piavia's a hammer.
No. That's just stupid and silly. No, I'm not doing no Diego Pavia. He's no MVP. He's Vandy's MVP, but that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. It's just right now. It could all change this weekend too. Everything could change.
Mid-season though, call me a homer biased, whatever. I'm gonna stick with it. Joey Aguilar, I'm keep saying it because I don't know where Tennessee would be without him. Honestly, defense they're mid. Don't care. Because if we, exactly. if we had Merklinger or whoever behind center, and after the
Goddamn, y'all beat Vanderbilt.
That's easy. That's easy. What are you talking about? Do that every year. But anyways,
No, not with Merklinger.
well, exactly. So see, I'm not that big on Merklinger, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go Joey because I feel like if we didn't have Joey on this team, God, we might be a 500 team, maybe. And defense, I'm gonna give a love to Owen Long at Colorado State University.
There we go.
He's got
That's a good one.
linebacker, 85 tackles on the year, which is 15 more than the closest. And he's on pace for 170 in 12 games. So give me the tackling machine because Tennessee could use one of them guys at linebacker right now.
All right. For me, midseason MVP, and the way I looked at it for offense was I looked at the team and I looked at what they do outside the team. I went with Ty Simpson. No running game whatsoever at Alabama. No running game. Tennessee has a running game. They have one. Alabama does not, especially because Jam Miller's only played like in 2 games and he's out again. So we have no running game to Ty Simpson, one of the better quarterbacks in the league. And then defensively, I went with Caleb Downs as well. Hate it, but he is one of the best players in college football. So moving forward, best quarterback. Jordan, we're going to start with you this time. Let's keep making our way around. Best quarterback.
Well, my best quarterback right now. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of pushback on this. Joe Fagnano, quarterback, UConn. 1,556 yards, 11 tutties, no interceptions.
I like that.
152.8 rating.
I like that.
Hey, UConn at 4-2 right now. That in itself is impressive at UConn.
That's a great one. That's a great one. That's a great one. Okay, Tony.
Yeah, you know what? And I see a lot of shit talk in chat about Tennessee and all that. And I'm going to show some love. I said this last week, so calm down with the shit talk now. The best QB in America, and I said it last week on the show, I still said Ty Simpson currently. I said if his last name was a Manning. If his last name was a Manning, he'd probably definitely be almost, if he keeps playing like this pace, a lock for the Heisman if his last name was Manning. I mean, and
it's not.
I guess if we're gonna go by numbers and all that, he doesn't make many mistakes. He might have made like one maybe less. That problem. Well, I'll get into this later, but just give me Ty Simpson. I'll take Ty Simpson right here.
I don't think he's threw a pick yet, has he?
Yes, he has. One against Vanderbilt.
Okay, I know he's lost a fumble or two.
Yeah,
he's been pretty mistake-free.
One fumble lost and one turnover pick. So, go ahead, Riddle.
Yeah, I'm just backpacking off of Tony. I got Ty Simpson as well. He's completing 70.9% of his passes, which is third in the SEC. 1,678 yards is second in the SEC, and that is only 2 yards behind Aguilar, who's the leader. He's got 16 passing touchdowns, which is fifth in the nation, and his 172.4 rating is 12th in the nation. And it's not just the stats for me with him. It's the fact that in these games that have been close for Alabama, in these bigger games, he's made the throws that they had to have into tight windows, over a defender, those fourth down passes that he made last week.
Yeah.
I mean, he's played out of his mind when he absolutely had to, and that's what separates him for me.
It makes my butthole pucker. I want you to know that. But anyway, my QB, I'm going with Mendoza at Indiana. I told Riddle as we started, I actually saw a mock draft where he could be the number 1 player in the nation coming out this year. So That's impressive considering, like, I mean, he was really not on anyone's radar, just like Joey Aguilar wasn't. I mean, 100% agree. You've got three quarterbacks kind of leading the way of the stage of the country who no one had any faith in really going into the season, and every one of them have proven themselves, I guess, to be better than the average. So, but that's good. Next category, we'll start with Tony, is going to be breakout player of the year.
And before I go in that, these I know no Manning has ever won a Heisman. What I'm saying is Arch was the heavy favorite just about, besides Drew Aller, sorry ass, beginning of the season. I'm just saying if his name was Ty Manning and they treated him like Arch, then, yeah, he would be number one. Anyways, breakout player, I'm gonna be another homer again. I don't give a shit. This is gonna be Chris Brazzle Dazzle. You know, he finally, he didn't do much this past week. He didn't do much last week, but well, that wasn't the game plan. So that's okay. He finally has a good quarterback that's able to throw him the ball and allow him to showcase his talents. He had a little bit of hype coming over last year. He's from where? Was it Tulsa? Was it Tulsa he came from?
Tulane.
I knew it was Tulane. Yeah, but anyways.
He caught the game-winning touchdown against Bama, so, I mean, I know him.
Yeah. But, obviously he wasn't able to showcase much of anything last year because someone was really terrible behind center. But, this year, though, he's busted out and seeing people are talking about him. So he's probably,
for those that are keeping up with the Nico counter, there's the first jab.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Riddle, you're up.
I got Trinidad Chambliss, and I know we talked before we went live, and he was a D2 national champion and everything. But even Curvy praised Ole Miss for finding him because there wasn't a lot of coaches that were even looking his way. He's 65.4% completion percentage, 1,286 yards, 7 touchdowns, only 1 pick. His 164.7 ratings, third in the SEC. He's got 281 rushing yards and 3 TDs, and he didn't start until week 3. He took over for a quarterback that had a lot of hype coming into this year, and he took that job away from him. Like, you won't hear Austin Simmons' name the rest of the year.
Yeah.
As long as he's healthy. So that's by far my biggest breakout player of the year.
And it was crazy. It was this time last year when Austin Simmons come out and led that drive in the fucking rain in this particular game against Georgia last year that everybody jumped on that Austin Simmons train. And, what a difference a year makes.
And the deal is like, and I just 100% transparency. If he keeps on this trajectory, no one will have a shot to catch him. No one for the Heisman. Nobody. Because he's, like you said, he's 2 games down and he's right there on Ty, and Joey's he's on our ass. Okay. Jordan, breakout player.
Breakout player of the year, Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker, Miami. Didn't even sniff the field last year. This year has 5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and the things he does off the ball help that defense click for Miami.
Yeah. Mine is going to go, so we're all kind of in the same ballpark. I'm going with Hardy, running back out of Missouri. Very unknown commodity. He did play, but very unknown. And to be the number,
he was from UL Monroe too.
Yeah, to be the number 1 running back in the nation right now is amazing for him. So good for that guy. Now we're going to move on to freshman phenomenon. Riddle, lead the way.
Yeah, I didn't even pick a starter here, but when he's on the field, he makes an impact. Brandon, we talked about him before we went live. All you Alabama fans in the chat should know this guy. It's the right tackle for Alabama, Michael Carroll. He's allowed just 3 pressures and 0 sacks on 78 passing plays this year, and he's got a Pro Football Focus grade of 73.1, which is second among all freshman linemen in the nation. So, he's going to get my freshman phenom award.
If you ever want to go and have a really good just sit down and take a shit moment, go to Pro Football Focus and just read some of that stuff because it's actually like it's very entertaining. Anyway, Jordan, you're up.
Freshman phenom, I'm going Malik Washington, quarterback, Maryland. 1,506 yards, 10 touchdowns, 2 picks. We all know how difficult the quarterback position is to play, especially as a freshman. He's also relying on a freshman at running back. So to me, that makes it even more impressive. He's kind of almost doing it all on his own.
Okay. Tony.
Yeah. Shit. I'm gonna go with a wide out. This one's way down south in Miami. Malachi Tony. That's my
Okay.
guy. He gives Carson Beck something that he had apparently didn't have at Georgia the last couple years. Uh, we got 5 games, 29 catches for like 375 and about 3 TDs. He's just an explosive receiver, route runner. He's got pretty good hands. At first, I was thinking he was related to Kadarius Toney. Thank God he's not, because then he would never catch a pass. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Malachi Tony as the breakout freshman phenom.
Yeah, I'm going with Malik as well. Like Jordan said, if you listen to the stats that Jordan read off, they're very similar to Ty Simpson and Joey Aguilar. Very similar. I mean, about 200 yards away, but you're talking about a freshman who's 10 TDs, 2 picks, playing in a good conference. I know, he hasn't the meat of the schedule's in the back half, but this guy, he has all the makings to be a real star, and it'll be interesting to see if he stays at Maryland this whole time. So moving forward, and we'll start with you, Tony, this time, just because.
Yeah, this wasn't debatable to me.
Most improved team.
Shoot. Outside of Indiana, because I know we've already talked about them enough. So I'm gonna give this one to Miami though. Also, this is.
That's a
The
good one.
defense was atrocious last year. I didn't expect jack squat out of them, honestly, this year. Didn't know shit about Carson Beck. As a team overall,
You knew.
yeah, it's Miami.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't sold on them. Didn't know what they had, but I will get into this a little bit later, and I have my reason why. Obviously, they are most improved.
Okay. All right, Riddle.
Yeah, my most improved team is going to be Mississippi State. They went
like
2-10 last year. They're currently 4-2 with an overtime loss to the number 11 team in the nation, and they lost 31-9 to the number 6 team in the nation. The fact that they've already doubled their win total from last year, that's a big turnaround already. So, yeah, Mississippi State's going to get my most improved. D's with the UCLA in the comments.
Oh, Lord
Yeah.
almighty, Jesus.
But last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
TCU's another good
what's
pull
up,
there
Keys?
from Perkins, too.
Yeah. Kia said, hey, you sexy mother lovers, especially UConn. Jordan, most improved team.
Most improved team. I'm gonna go with Southern Miss. Charles Huff in his first year. This team was 1-11 last year, 0-8 in the Sun Belt. Wait, they Sun Belt or Conference USA?
I think Conference USA. Or I thought they were
still
Conference
Sun
USA.
Belt.
Oh, are they?
I'll tell you here in just a second.
Okay, he'll pull it up.
I didn't want to quote that wrong. Anyway, 1-11 last year, 0-8 in the conference, and right now they're 4-2, 2-0 in conference play. I mean, he's got these guys with a chance to win their conference this year. Pretty impressive job for Charles Huff in his first year.
They're
Okay.
leading the West of the Sun Belt right now.
Sun Belt. Okay. So I was going to go with Missouri on this. And then, Jordan, you convinced me otherwise. I'm going fucking UConn. I'm on the fucking UConn bandwagon now. Motherfuckers are 4-2. And at UConn, if they win no more than 4 games, that dude's a fucking legend because they suck. I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. Jordan, you turned me on that one. So, I'm going to go with that. So, Riddle, starting with you. Biggest surprise team?
My biggest surprise team is in the Big 12, and I'm going to go with Cincinnati. 5-7 last season, currently 5-1, ranked 24th in the AP. Their only loss was a 3-point loss in front of Mahomes and entourage with Taylor Swift and all them to open the year. I think they've made a big turnaround. I don't know if they have the horses to win the Big 12, but they're right there in the mix, and that's where you want to be at the midway point. So,
there you go. Jordan.
Yeah, I'm going Old Dominion. I mean, this team, everybody had this team wrote off. It's an absolute
Great
format. They struggled a little bit last week, but I still got to give them. That's probably been the biggest surprise to me of this year.
That's a great
Good
pick.
surprise, I should say. There's been some horrible
surprises.
But I
And
mean,
we're going to get into that
as
in a
far
minute.
as I'm trying to keep positive on this. As far as a positive surprise, Old Dominion.
Tony, go ahead.
Yeah, mine is going to be from Big 12. That's going to be a BYU team that absolutely fell apart down the stretch last season. No one even talked about them this year. They are, according to the experts, ranked top 15. They lost Jake Retzloff, and apparently there's no problem. 6-0 start, 15 ranked. Yeah, and we'll see what they got this week. See if it's the real deal.
Holy war this week, baby.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, sir. We'll be covering that here in just a little bit.
Tony Reed stole my answer, but we'll give him the credit. Virginia as my surprise team. A team that's not historically very favored in most games, and I do like the way Elliott's got them playing down there. They're actually playing very good football.
They are playing good football.
So I'm going to give them
They're
credit.
in my rankings.
I'm going to give them credit. Because we may not give it to them next week, but right now at midseason we're going to give it to them. Biggest disappointment, Jordan. We're going to start with you. Oh,
Texas.
At
Preseason
4-2?
#1. They already
Yeah,
gave
okay.
the Heisman before they ever took the first snap. I mean, unranked. Really should still be unranked. I mean, yeah, they beat Oklahoma last week, but I don't think that warrants a jump right back in considering their body of work. I'm going horns down, Texas.
Horns down. Tony.
UT Junior. Yeah, this one obviously with the fallout over the last week or so. Obviously, Penn State's probably honestly the biggest one.
Tennessee's
But hell, it's
defense.
not- I said, gosh.
I was trying to answer for you.
Well, that one, that one fucking blows. But I'm trying to steer away from that right now because I'm trying to have positive thoughts.
Okay.
But big disappointment overall. I'm thinking of as just overall, overall position like certain teams are in beginning of the season, and now they're not. Hell, you can pick between Penn State, Clemson, Florida. Hell, who else? Just take your fucking pick because the outcomes that just happened, that's happened for especially Penn State. I think they probably top Clemson right now. Clemson's somewhat salvaged the last few weeks against some bomb teams, but Penn State, I think Penn State right now is just like an all-time disappointment for what their expectations were to what it is now. Like,
absolutely,
you were thinking championship aspirations. Now you're like, well, who the fuck is
You're
the next
just hoping
coach
for
already?
a bowl game at this point.
Yeah, you probably won't get one, honestly.
And you hit the nail on the head. There were several teams, including Penn State, that were most people national championship winners. So huge. Yep. Riddle.
Penn State, Clemson, Texas, that's your preseason 1, 2, and 4, and I don't have them in my rankings at all this week. There's no bigger disappointment than those three. You could add Florida to that list. They were coming in with a lot of hype at the beginning of the year. Lagway was expected to be the top quarterback in the SEC. He's leading the SEC in one category. If Chad's still in here, I'll let him answer that in the chat. But, for me, it's got to be Penn State. You know, you fired your coach, I think, and like Jordan said earlier, I think you jumped the gun on that just a little bit. And a lot of teams, I thought they had the best running back tandem in the nation. I thought their defense was built to win this year. They returned.
He said Lagway's leading the conference in one category.
Yeah, I said I'd let you answer that in the chat. What he's leading in, but yeah, Penn State, Clemson, and Texas year preseason 1, 2, and 4, and they're not even ranked in my rankings. That's the biggest disappointment for sure.
Yeah, there's. Go ahead, Jordan.
You could also make an argument. I won't because I said they were overrated from the hell of the preseason on. You can make an argument for South Carolina in this spot.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
That was who I was going to add to the list.
The preseason hype they had from the national media. You know, I mean, they were going to do all these things that Carolina had never done, and they're the same old South Kakalaki.
Yep.
I'll never forget when Tony, I said I wasn't worried about South Carolina. He goes, really? Really? Now you know. Now you know. I know. I
did say, though, that so I have a few teams my mind.
Thank you, brother.
They always build up expectations because they had a end of the season real strong and great. And
They're
going to be in one of the top teams. They do this shit every fucking time.
Every time.
They'll be great. End of the season, and then people are like, "Yeah, they're going to be a contender," and then they shit the bed. It's their type of team that always does that. And there's a few others too. Every fucking time, never fails.
And there's no point going over because, like you said, the biggest disappointment teams, the ones that we've all listed, those are clear and evident. So, moving on, most dominant defense. We're going to start with Tony on this one. Just mixing it up.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say Ohio State. I mean, there's no
there you
point
go.
even. Not even gonna argue this. I mean, and I've talked a lot of shit about Ohio State over the year. But I'll give them this one. They do have the best defense by the numbers, and we don't know how good exactly how much better they can be. So, I'm just gonna go Ohio State. There's a few others you can give honorable mentions to, but it's just I think right now clear cut winner.
Big Hunt,
Everything that
spot
they've
on.
done so far, red zone, all that shit. I mean, there's not a better defense right now overall.
Second half, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, if it was me and you talking about second halves, me and you would be in the same boat because we both play good defense in the second half. But what the fuck are we doing in the first
I
half?
think Georgia has given up 7 points in the second half all year.
One team is a lot worse in the first half. And
Yeah,
it's
I
been
mean,
a
I'm-
repeating cycle.
I got you. I got you. Riddle, who you got?
Versus Auburn.
So I just want to.
Boy, Troy.
That was a good comment right there. For me, Indiana's single performance, Indiana against Oregon might be the most dominating defensive performance we've seen this year because they just out-physicaled them in every aspect. But as a team, I've got Ohio State as well. When you're getting compared, if that'll focus in, when you're getting compared to the 2021 Georgia team, then and your stats match up, that's pretty dominant because that's one of the best defenses in recent memory for me outside of that SEC championship game that year. But
Yeah,
yeah, I have
that's
Ohio State.
pretty good. Jordan.
Yeah, Ohio State's an easy answer right here. I'm going to go with a team that has a proud history of defense. Matter of fact, so good that one season they could have actually finished like 7-3 based on just the defense alone. The defense outscored enough offenses, but for my money this year, give me Miami. I like what the Canes are doing down there. 2 of the best defensive players, Anthony Hill Jr. I'm drawing a blank now. The edge rusher.
Bain. Bain.
Yes, Bain. I mean, he's sitting like number 6 in the Heisman.
Thank you, bro.
Odds
Thank you for following.
So I'm going to step out of the box a little bit and go with the Canes on this one.
So we're going to play Guess That Defense. If I told you, nobody on the panel needs to answer anything. Just let the chat. So if I told you this team has number 1 sacks, number 1 in forced fumbles, number 2 in fumble recoveries, number 2 in defensive TDs, number 5 for tackles for loss, you would say that's got to be the most dominating defense in the nation. It's got to be.
Always 2 sides to the story.
That is the Tennessee Volunteers. The Tennessee Volunteers. Now the problem is, as Tony and Jordan mentioned, is they're about 42% on third down long. So that's what gets them. That's the Achilles heel. I'm going Ohio State. All right, moving on. Most explosive offense, Riddle.
This one was easy for me. It's got to be Texas Tech. They're first in yards per game. They're third in passing. Still 14th in rushing, averaging 232.8 yards per game. They're second in points. They have a really good shot to be that Big 12 representative in the playoff. Baron Morton, even when he missed time in that Utah game, their backup came in and they didn't miss a lick. I mean, they just kept the motor running. So that's my most explosive offense for me.
That might have been their most impressive win of the year with their backup.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, most explosive offense. To me, it's really easy. What is the number 1, metric of an explosive offense? Points scored. Give me the UT Vols right here, leading the nation in scoring.
Yep.
That's good. Good one. That's a good one.
Yards are good, but they don't put points on the board.
Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, pretty much. I actually have both written down: Texas Tech or the Volunteers, because I've seen 2 turds in between them.
Hang on, Tony. Let me answer this chat real quick.
Yeah, answer this, Jeff.
D-Nell said Navy. Let's see what they do against Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Same thing last year.
Listen,
dude,
I'll come on here and play a trumpet if they beat Notre Dame. I mean,
right now they're 136th strength of schedule, which is dead last in the nation.
I won't fall for that again.
I will literally come on it.
I might be stupid.
We'll all be wearing our Navy hats if they beat Notre Dame. We'd all be all for it. I mean, we all want them to beat Notre Dame.
I
All right.
gotta be
I'll
realistic
vote for
though.
Army every year, but I'll go buy a Navy shirt if I beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, exactly. Just to beat Notre Dame and get them out of the playoffs. Hell, whoever does that, they're a friend of me. So did everybody go? Did everybody go there?
Yeah,
Everybody?
I mean, pretty much. I just say either you go with me, Tech or Volunteers. I was
No.
trying to throw some shade. I was trying to throw some shade though at Florida State and USC because I'm not a believer in that bullshit.
No.
Because I was looking at numbers, I'm like, hell, they really haven't played much. They haven't been tested. So we'll get to a little bit of the USC shit though. So
I'm gonna say this, and this is my opinion. I'm going Indiana. Going Indiana. Big games, they show up and they score 30 points. I don't know what else to fucking say. And I ain't talking about little games. I'm talking about big games.
Right. I need to address the chat real quick.
Okay.
We get to 100. We get to 100 followers on YouTube or Twitch. I'll do the hot dog trick live.
oh boy.
Motherfuckers, get on it. Y'all want to know?
Y'all heard it.
Share this shit out. Share this shit out. We gotta have.
Something you don't want to miss.
We gotta have 100 followers on YouTube and Twitch because it's free. It's free to go sign up and it's free to hit. Boop. All right.
Yeah.
So moving on. This is the one I've been most excited about.
Good time.
Coach of the mid-season. Coach of the year, mid-season. Who is it? Who is it? Now think hard. Think hard. We're going to start with Jordan.
I'm going Mike Elko.
Oh,
I mean, he is doing
that's
right
a good one.
now
That's a good one.
what
That's a
Jimbo
good one.
Fisher could not do at A&M.
Yep.
Them boys in position to win that. Not only the SEC, he's got him in a good spot for a national championship run. So I'm
go,
going
man.
Mike Elko.
All right. Chad, that's a good answer. Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, I was actually going to say Mike Elko myself. I mean, I've shit on them a lot in the past too, but he's really, they have the offense. They've always had somewhat of an okay offense, decent offense in the past, but they just never had defense. And this year, defense has actually stepped up. And you can actually respect their defense. So yeah, hell, I'm just going to stick with Jordan, Mike Elko.
Okay. Riddle, who you got?
I got Signetti, and the reason is they have
Yeah.
zero 5 stars, 7 4 stars, and according to 247 Talent Composite, they are the 72nd most talented roster in the nation. And I'll tell you what, if you don't believe that they're a national championship contender, go watch that Oregon game again. They could give Ohio State everything they want because that defense is that good, that offense is that
not
good.
as close as the score indicated.
It was not. There was a pick six that kept that game close.
So I'm going to go and I'm looking at body of work for the games coached. And I'm going with Tim Skipper at UCLA. In his 2 games that he's played and coached, or 2 games he's coached, they've been unbeatable. Tim Skipper out at UCLA. They beat Penn State.
Hey, Newhouse, with that offensive coordinator out there, don't even know how to work the headset, but he's got the boys playing good football.
I will tell you. No, in all seriousness, the only answer for me right now is Sig. Just because of the way they've won. I agree with everything you said on Mike Elko. If he navigates his way through this SEC season and he is undefeated or he wins the SEC title, that means a hell of a lot. And my opinion would probably change 100%. I just got to see him because you remember, guys, last year Mike Elko had this team in the same position last year. It came down to the Texas game to see who was going to win the SEC and get to go to that game. And you saw what happened. He kind of, it wasn't too bad, but I'm just going to say, I want to see what happens with Elko. I like Elko though. I like that pick. That's a good pick. But yeah, I was just playing. I'm sorry. I just wanted to throw some funny in there.
Pretty sure that's Josh just joined in over on the red there.
Oh, what? Oh, Lord
he said
Jesus!
The logo on here is sick. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. All right. So here, what did he say? The logo on here was sick. Is that what he said?
Yep. He said he likes it.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's if you can watch it on the red, it's way better. Anyway,
he also says fire Tim Banks.
Fire Tim Banks. Fire him right now. That way he's not there for the weekend. Go ahead and fire him right now.
I'm all for it. Fuck it.
Anyway,
Can't be any worse.
Coordinator of the year. We'll speed it up. Tony, coordinator of the year.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Miami D coordinator Corey Hitherman.
That's a good
Cristobal
one.
went and snagged his ass from Minnesota at the
That's a
time.
good one.
Minnesota actually had good defenses, number 5 total defense and number 9 scoring. Miami,
Minnesota still has a pretty good defense numbers wise this year.
But
Mm-hmm.
but they apparently have a pretty good tree up there with defensive minds, nothing else. But so snag this guy, came brought him way down south, turned that defense completely around, because that defense I mentioned earlier was absolute dog shit. Last year they had to score 40 or 50 just to win games. It's pretty remarkable turnaround they have with the defense, because it's not like they didn't have some talent last year on defense. They had some talent, but that was just god awful last year. It was like high school Pioneer defense up there. So,
thank you,
I'm
bro.
gonna go him.
Thank you.
Seen 2 new subscribers on the Red so far.
Yay!
It didn't take long.
Thank you, guys. That's all it takes, bro. That's all it takes. I appreciate you guys. Riddle.
I'll just keep this short and sweet. Matt Patricia as the biggest coordinator hire of the season.
Okay. Jordan.
Quarter of the year, I'm gonna go with Glenn Schumann. I don't know that anybody is better in the country right now at halftime adjustments for that defense than Glenn Schumann.
I like that. Okay, that's part of the game. That's very valid.
Sketchy, but he dials it in after he sees what you got.
Cheers, Kias. What's up, bro?
God forbid you have a full week to prepare for a team, but to give the man 30 minutes and he's locked down.
I'm going Matt Patricia, and the only reason I'm going with Matt Patricia is for some reason Ohio State has no one outside of Caleb Downs that's just a world beater like Sawyer was last year, and they're better. They were full of NFL talent, and they're better. This is one that we all kind of agree on. All of us could have said Patricia. All of us could have said Miami's defensive coordinator. None of us would be wrong.
He's the hire of the year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. None of us are wrong in this one. I don't think anybody was wrong. I think everyone has very valid points on this. And we're going to skip comeback player of the year unless you have something really good, because we're running close on time. Riddle, give me your answer. I know you got somebody.
I had Carson Beck.
Okay.
That's about the only one.
Injured his arm in the SEC
That's a great
championship game
one.
last year, then transferred, had to start over, and he's got Miami where they're number 2 in the AP poll, and he fits there. He's been playing very well for them.
Yay. There's Josh. I see you, bro. All right. So we're going to move on to some funny hot takes. So we have 3 awards. They're special awards that go out to special people. And the first one is known as the Jordan Elkins Award. And this is the Ain't Played Nobody Team of the Year. Ain't Played Nobody Team of the Year. Jordan, go ahead and tell us who the Ain't Played Nobody Team of the Year is.
Yeah, the Ain't Played Nobody Team of the Year is Penn State. Not only have they not played anybody, hell, they can't beat them. So we're going to go with Penn State. Obviously, I mean, you get your coach fired, $250 million. I mean, obviously, you haven't played nobody, and you haven't had success either.
God dang! All right. Tony, you got anybody? You don't have to if you don't have one.
No.
Okay, Riddle, you got one?
No. I could go on and on if you want me
Yeah,
to.
I know.
You're going Navy, Jeff.
I just had Navy. They're 6-0, but they're the 136th ranked strength of schedule.
Which is big. All right, we're now going to get to the Riddle. We're going to get to the Jeff Riddle Award, and that is They're Not Back Yet Award. The They Are Not Back Yet Award. Riddle, who do you have?
You know what? I'm going to change this on the fly, and I'm going to go with Texas, because you always hear Texas is back, baby. Texas is back, baby. And then they lose games that they shouldn't have lost. Last year, they did make a pretty good run, but everybody, the whole year, all you heard was Arch Manning needs to be the quarterback. Quinn Ewers is trash, yada, yada, yada. Well, guess what? Manning started at quarterback for you, and you went from number 1 to unranked. So they're not back yet. Still horns down.
Tony, you got anybody?
No, because like I said, if
Tennessee defense,
I'll go on and on. No, because Tennessee defense. Hell, we were back last year.
We got to save that one.
Yeah.
Jordan, you got anybody? Or are you good?
No, I'm going to go with Texas.
So now, last but not least, we have the Pardo. This goes to the biggest online meltdown fan base edition. fan base edition.
Come on, Woody.
Yeah.
Woody Page.
So I have one here, but Tony, you get to start it off since the award's named after you.
Yeah, I'm giving an honorable mention first. Obviously, Penn State after the last week, they were crazy. They were psychotic. I loved it. But this is one I haven't forgot. I'm gonna go back to week 1. I think the online meltdown fan base. I'm gonna give that to the Alabama Crimson Tide after losing to Florida State. Everybody's want to buy the man's contract.
Whoa, hold on, whoa.
What?
We got it on video. I didn't say nothing.
This is online, not you.
I'm
We're
not
talking about
talking
online.
No,
We're online. We're on.
99% of y'all's fan base crashed the fuck out.
Yeah, y'all are
It's all right.
crashing hard.
It's all right.
Buy him out.
It's all right.
Josh, yeah.
No.
A lot of them
Even Josh still wants him gone. He
The
just
voice. Yeah, now Josh is a great example of that. Yes, Josh is a great example.
And I
The
thought
voice of
Tennessee
reason
fans
over
were
here. The
Yeah, I
voice
thought
of
we were
reason.
bad.
You are bad, Tony. You're terrible.
Bullshit.
I'm just going to tell you right now, you're terrible.
I haven't called for Heupel's head. Now, when I called for Pruitt and Butch and
Okay.
every other loser before that,
Riddle, you had
justified.
who'd you have, Riddle? Go ahead and say it.
I also had Alabama
Okay.
because it was the end of the world for Alabama fans when they lost to Florida State. They were sucked. They were never going to win again. The dynasty was over. Get rid of DeBoer. I mean, I heard it all.
For what?
We're going to be a 2-10 team
Okay.
this year.
So the good thing is what you're talking about was all based on a loss. I'm going with Tony Pardo for the Pardo Award for Tennessee's defense because even when they win, the son bitches like a goddamn woman. So I'm just going to tell you right now, Tony Pardo wins his own award.
Hey, but y'all like that, 'cause that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, it does, baby. It doesn't matter. Every week you can depend on it. As sure as you set your fucking clock. As sure as that VCR is going to be blinking over there. All right. We're going to get into our matchups, guys. We're running behind on schedule. I'm sorry, guys. We had fun with that. We have quite a few. We had quite a few top matchups this week, and we're going to start the week with number 10 LSU at number 17 Vandy. So I did take pictures of the spreads when it was live, and 2.5 Vandy. 2.5 Vandy when we posted this. So Tony, you get to pick first.
Yeah, I'm just going real quick. LSU, terrible O-line. The offense sucks. They're abysmal. Pedestrian quarterback play this far. Always playing third and long. Not very good combination for successful offense. Still don't know if their defense is actually good. They might be okay. Vandy, pretty good O-line. They do have the better college quarterback. I'll give them that. They can.
Damn.
They can-
Off and up.
I said, hey,
Damn.
Nussmeier's not a good college quarterback right now.
He's
Bama.
not it.
Vandy can run the ball, and they probably should have kept fucking running against Bama instead of stop running. So they better keep running. Give me Vandy in the 2.5.
There it is.
Damn it.
Riddle.
Yeah, damn it.
Well, okay, so what I have wrote down is
I like
LSU
that.
is one of the most overrated teams in the top 25. Their defense is decent, but the offense
they're
hasn't
decent.
found its footing all year. Vanderbilt, led by the sweet baby boy Diego, looks to rebound from a loss at Alabama. Give me Vanderbilt minus 2.5.
Brian Kelly sucks. I'm sorry.
Jordan, give it to me, Jordan. Give it to me.
I mean, the play here is Vandy minus 2.5 at home. LSU, Nussmeier's played hurt all year with a oblique injury. Save that shit. I don't care. If you're playing, you better perform. Let's be honest. LSU looked pretty good after that Clemson until we realized Clemson was not who we thought they were. Until LSU can win a game in this spot, I'm going Vanderbilt.
So we've talked about this till we're blue in the face. I'm going to tell you this. It is getting harder and harder. Jordan, you've alluded to this many times, to win on the road in the SEC. It's going to get harder and harder still because depth is starting to get depleted on these teams. I am going with Vanderbilt because it's 2.5, and I'll be honest with you, home gets you 3 points in the SEC all day long. So I'm going Vandy. We're a clean sweep. Moving on.
I mean, let's be honest. You're looking at two teams trending in totally different directions.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially not necessarily this year, but historically. I mean, LSU is on the way down. Vandy's on the way up right now.
God, Brian Kelly can't do it quick enough. Come on, buddy. All right. Anyway, number 5, Ole Miss, one of the few undefeated SEC teams, at number 9, Georgia. Georgia, 7.5 point favorites. Riddle, lead the way.
All right, buckle up.
He said, "Buckle up."
Georgia continues to get off to slow starts defensively. They've done it in damn near every game this season. You can't keep doing that and expecting to claw back out of it. Sure, Schumann makes the best halftime adjustments, but if you're down like you were to Alabama, like you were to Tennessee, like you were to Auburn, and that could have been, maybe should have been a lot worse in the Auburn game. You're not going to keep coming back out of that. Georgia recorded 1 sack against the worst team in college football preventing sacks. That is a problem. They're ranked 7th in the SEC in yards allowed per game. They're 11th against the pass. Guess what? Ole Miss does good. They're ranked 2nd in the SEC in yards per game and 2nd in passing. Lane Kiffin as an assistant and as a head coach kind of has Kirby's number. They've won 2 out of the last 3 against Georgia. The kicker here is Ole Miss has only won 4 times ever in Athens. 1940, 1970, 1990, and 1996. 96 was the last time they won in Athens. I'm going to take Ole Miss plus 7.5 in this game. I think Georgia wins, but they don't cover.
Oh, that's a good pick. Good pick. Jordan.
For this, I'm going Ole Miss plus 7.5.
Uh-oh.
My favorite position on this game would be Ole Miss plus 3.5 in the first half. Like Jeff said, Georgia has all year, hell, for the last 2 years, really has got off to slow starts in the first half. Did the same thing last year in Oxford. I think Ole Miss can get out early. I'm like Jeff. I think Georgia wins this game, but I think Ole Miss gets the cover.
He just wants to know.
Tell you, if Ole Miss gets out to a big lead like Tennessee did, like Alabama did, and like Auburn did, Georgia's not coming back in this one.
I will say this: Kias wants to know: do you think Carson Beck would have made a difference on this year's team?
No.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's fine. He asked.
Realistically,
confidence in Carson Beck.
Chad with the comment of the night.
I was very composed. Thank you.
You were. All right, Tony, who you got in this game?
Yeah, Georgia, they've been battle tested, unlike Ole Miss, really hasn't had sweat much other than against that shitty-ass Wazoo team this last weekend. Let's not forget. This is Trinidad Chambers' first big road test for them. And I know Georgia's defense is the same like Riddle's talking about. They don't have a really good pass rush. They don't really do a lot of great things. They don't have that true shutdown corner anymore or safety. No one. They're struggling. They're struggling to find the guys right now. But still a tough place. Athens is still, what's he doing? But anyways.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. It's like,
he's just,
anyways,
I got you. I understand.
Like I said, first big road game for Chambers. And it's a place that is tough to win, even though Alabama just snapped that.
It doesn't matter.
Down at the hedge. It's still hard. I don't think Ole Miss will win. I'd be shocked. Actually, I would be shocked because Kiffin is a choke artist. But I will take Ole Miss in the points, though, as well. Yeah.
Well, see, guys, it's clean sweep this week. Hey, so we're all going to be 0-5 because I'm taking Ole Miss too. And the reason why is has nothing to do with me thinking Ole Miss is going to win out.
Yeah.
It's the spread. That 7.5 sitting there is just, it's so big. It's so, even the 7, Riddle, like if you would have said 6.5, I'd have been like, boop, okay, I'm in. But I'm going Ole Miss. So now the third Saturday.
Let me leave this one off because I ain't got a dog in this fight.
The third Saturday in October. Bama, 9.5. Somebody knows something I don't.
I'm just going to throw out some quick stats, and then I'm going to let y'all three get into this because this is y'all's game. Alabama's 13th in the SEC stopping the run. Tennessee 3rd in rushing yards per game. Tennessee is 16th stopping the pass. Alabama is 3rd in passing. Tennessee is giving up 29.3 points per game, which is 15th in the SEC. That's second to last. Before I make my pick, I have a question for you. Brandon.
9.5.
I'm gonna say 4 names. You tell me what they have in common: Jennings B. Whitworth, Mike DeBose, Mike Shula, and Kalen DeBoer.
Whitworth, so he sucked. DeBose, he sucked. They all lost their first home game to Tennessee.
No, those are 4 coaches that have never beaten Tennessee as an Alabama head coach.
There you go.
I do have down. I think this is going to be a
Fucking Shula did. Shula did, bitch.
No, Shula's on 4 against them.
No, he was not. I was at the game. They won 6-3 in 2005. They won 6-3.
Yeah,
That's the fumble. That's the fumble.
Yeah,
They had to vacate it. It don't count no more in the statistics in the stat book.
It does count.
Anyway, it's not in any official record anywhere.
It
Anyways,
counts.
I have Alabama covering this spread. I think this is going to be a huge shootout. The problem is Tennessee's defense just gives up way too much. I don't think they're going to get enough stops. I think they can keep it close, but I think this is going to be a huge scoring game. But I have Alabama minus 9.5.
So before we move on, I just want to know, what fucking world does it make sense that you fucking vacate a win because someone sold his own textbook? What the fuck? All right, anyway.
Rules is rules.
Rules is rules.
Illegal.
He said illegal.
Oh my God. Anyway,
I'm gonna let y'all go at it.
all right, Jordan, you're up.
Yeah. As Brandon got into earlier, Tennessee defense, number 1 in sacks, number 1 in forced fumbles, number 2 in fumble recoveries, number 2 in defensive touchdowns, number 5 in tackles for loss. Sounds like a phenomenal defense. And it would be if they could get off the field on third down. Tennessee's defense is for 63 third and 7+ or fourth down situations. Again, fourth down is when the offense is going for it, not just punts, when the actual offense is on
100%.
the field going for it. They've allowed 26 conversions for a league worst 41.2%. The next closest is Arkansas at 10 percentage points better, 31.1%. Bama converts third downs at a 50% clip, and they convert 3rd and 7+ at 32.1%, which is right about league average. I think the difference in this game will be the fact that Alabama can sustain drives. Tennessee will make the plays on defense to keep them in it. They won't make the plays to let them win it. Give me the Vols plus 9.5, but Alabama wins outright.
Tony.
Yeah, two teams that, honestly, both teams kind of struggle to stop the run. 2 teams that are terrible at stopping anyone in the red zone. 2 of the better half teams that score in the first half. Bama is worse, though, scoring points in the second half. Can Tennessee slow down this fucking run? Tennessee's, they're on the road, and I've said this I don't know how many times now. I need Josh Heupel to pull one out of his fucking ass and quit hanging on that second-year Hendon Hooker at LSU in the daytime. I need a nighttime win in Tuscaloosa. I don't know if that's going to happen. I hope it does. Hope he proves me wrong. I just need to see it before I can start, putting my trust into him and these spreads or hell, even straight up pick'ems. So like Jordan said, Jordan pretty much covered all that shit that I've been saying. Mid defense, they giveth and they taketh, so I will take Tennessee at 9.5 as the 9.5 dog though. That 10, almost 10. Yeah, I feel that's too big. I don't know. Like I told y'all,
somebody knows something.
Be a shootout.
Somebody knows something.
It's gonna be a fucking shootout. Yeah, someone might, or someone's just trying to bet, get certain numbers.
It opened up at 9.5. It's down to 7.5 currently.
It has dropped 2 points.
Yeah, because everybody's smart.
Yeah. I would, but I feel like this is going to be a shootout. I don't know if either defense is going to be able to stop each other too much. There hasn't been a team really to even stop Tennessee and Alabama. Like I said, a great first half team. When something happens in the second half, we'll see if Tennessee capitalizes on it. I don't know because I've watched the team so far this year, and there's nothing that tells me that they will, but I still think they'll still be able to keep it closer than 10 fucking points. So, yeah, give me Vols in the 9.5 points.
Tony, I'm going to pull a couple things out of my hat just for you. First thing I'm going to get out of my hat is This right here. Second thing I'm gonna get out of my fucking hat is this is a rivalry game. Throw your fucking hat out the fucking window. I don't give a shit what the fucking numbers say. This game is gonna be close, and I don't know who the fuck thought 10 points to open up was gonna be wise. Alabama and Tennessee have been close the last couple years. I mean, even the games where we pulled away to cover the spread, it's been close up until a very key moment, like the Joe Milton fumble in Tuscaloosa. There's been so much just controversy that I don't have the faith that I need to say that we could win plus 10. Do I think we can win this game? Yes. Do I think Tennessee can win this game? Absolutely. There is nothing but respect. No shit talk from me all week. No one has seen me talk shit because I haven't. Because if there's one thing I know, Tennessee is one missed field goal away from being undefeated and probably one of the top 5 teams in the nation. So I'm not going to talk shit about a team that I know has the capability to beat me. I will say this. It's at home. And being at home matters in the SEC. I think we all agree to that. We've all said that all night long. I will tell you this. Bama has the team that can win. Tennessee has the team that can win. But I'm taking Tennessee in the points. I'm not saying Tennessee's going to win outright. I'm saying the points because that is too big of a spread for this rivalry game. It's just too much. You saw what Alabama did against Missouri. You saw what they did against Vanderbilt. It took a very, very late backdoor cover to even make that. And Tennessee's a better team than those teams. So that's where we're at here. So really moving forward
now.
Yeah, well, you should, but moving forward, even just seeing the money move, it's a rivalry game, man. It's like you said, the Georgia Tech game. You can't do that. You know better. Even though Georgia should beat them by 84 points, you know it's not going to happen because Georgia should have beat Auburn and wiped their fucking ass with their face, and it was so close. And I know you did cover, but I'm saying it was so close for so long because it's such a big rivalry. It's just rivalry games hit differently in the SEC, I guess. I don't know. All right, well, moving on to another rivalry, the Golden Shillelagh. The Golden Shillelagh. Number 20, USC at 13, Notre Dame. Minus 8.5 for Notre Dame. That's huge. Tony, take us away.
Yeah, over the last couple of years, USC historically has been god-awful traveling cross-country. I know they did get the win recently, but this is Notre Dame now. Big rivalries, again. Big spread, well, obviously more in Tutty. Notre Dame's kind of come out flat, beginning of the season, but I feel like over the last several games, they might have found something on this defense. They're starting to build something here. Now, I think it's bullshit where they're fucking ranked. That's trash. But that's something else to talk about.
Yeah, we agree with you, buddy.
I just feel like their defense has gotten better the last several games. USC, I'm not sold on them. I can't get behind Lincoln Riley, these Brian Kelly motherfuckers. I cannot get behind them. They always fucking shit to bed. Every time I pick them motherfuckers on spreads, they fucking choke. So I'm just not believing in the Trojans. So I'm going to take fucking Notre Dame in the points right here. I know it's rivalry and all that shit, but fuck that shit. USC, they've been choking hard here lately. So give me Notre Dame points.
All right. Tony, I like the pick. Riddle.
Yeah, so the Jeweled Shillelagh, Golden Shillelagh, somebody's getting a Shillelagh.
Somebody's getting
Notre
a fucking
Dame,
Shillelagh.
both their losses have been to top 5 teams this year by a combined 4 points. Freshman CJ Carr has continued getting better each week. USC lost a bad one on the road, and they give up a lot of yards. They're 13th in the Big Ten, giving up 352.2 yards per game. They're also 12th in the Big Ten in points per game, which is 21.3. My thing is Jaden Mayava and Makai Lemon might be 2 of the best players at their positions in the nation. They will be the keys to this game. If Notre Dame can't stop him, and not many people have been able to, I think USC can keep this game close enough to cover that 8.5. So I'm taking USC 8.5.
Yeah, the 8.5 is the key. The 8.5 is the key. I mean, everything this week, I was sitting there going, dude, is this for real? Everything seemed elevated. Jordan.
Tony, you took Notre Dame, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
No
that's what I
more
thought.
fucking USC from me, fuckers.
Jordan.
Go ahead, B. I'm gonna let you hit this before I do it.
I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm taking USC, and because I think the point spread is a little too great. I think Notre Dame is going to play an NFL style game in this one, Tony, and I think that, in all honesty, like even if they were to get the win because they're at home, it's going to be close. 3 to 4 points. It's going to be close. I don't see the 8.5 being covered because if I'm USC, I'm loading that box. I'm saying, all right, I know I have the athletes on the back end to cover. Let's make this little quarterback beat me. And I just don't know if he's going to do it. So
the biggest difference for me,
he can still win though. He can still win.
The fact that Notre Dame gave up over 40 to A&M, and I think USC's offense is right there.
That good. Yeah. Yes, I agree with you. And I just think the points. I'm not saying Notre Dame's not going to get the win. I'm just saying that the point spread is too great for me. This whole last 3 we've covered is. I just can't get behind these big point spreads. I just can't do it. Jordan's got me thinking way more clearly than I need to. Go ahead, Jordan.
Man, as you can see, I've been scribbling out this game. I mean, 3 times just in us talking about it.
Yeah.
Last week.
This is this number is pretty close. I know what the market says. I think the market is dumbing this up. I'm going to take Notre Dame plus the 8.5.
Ooh.
As Jeff said, Notre Dame has 2 losses on the year. They got walked off by Miami and Texas A&M the first 2 weeks of the season. Ever since then, they've started kind of finding their groove. CJ Carr's playing better. I think the Trojans win this by double digits.
Bang. And I one more key note that I did not say on the Alabama-Tennessee game that I think they're talking about weather of 30 plus mile an hour winds. So you know what that does? You know what that doesn't? It's not conducive for an offense that throws the ball. We both throw the ball well. Tennessee runs the ball better. It's just interesting. That's going to definitely play a factor. So, all right, we are moving on to. Oh, did I picked already? Yeah. Holy War. Number 23, Utah at 15. BYU. Utah 3.5 point favorite against the Mormons. Go ahead, Jordan. You start.
This is arguably the biggest holy war ever. The first time both teams have been ranked in years. The first time this game has ever had conference title implications. That being said, Provo is a hard place to win. Very hard. Give me BYU plus 3.5 at home in a night game that could get kind of weird there down the stretch.
Okay. Tony.
This game I went back and forth on. I showed BYU some love earlier too. I think I had them as my surprise teams, but I know this is BYU not game, and they got a lot of that voodoo bullshit goes on up there, whatever that is, that Mormon love. I just feel like Utah's the better overall team. They got what?
If it helps you any, ESPN's matchup predictor has it 50.9 for BYU, 49.1 for Utah.
Thank you, Jordan. You made it fucking harder. Thank you.
I just feel like Utah's better overall team. BYU right now this year. I know it's a rivalry, so yeah, throw out everything. They are lucky though that they don't have a couple losses under their belt because they easily could have. They're 6-0. They've escaped some losses somehow. Utah had them last year and they choked in that last quarter. I believe they were up by 17 or some shit and just blew it. So you think maybe that'll be on their mind for some revenge? Who knows? And like I said, it is night game, but I don't care. I'm just going to take the better overall team, in my opinion. So I'm going to take Utah on 3.5 to help Jordan out so he can get this covered.
Damn it, Tony. All right, you motherfucker. All right, go ahead, Riddle.
My man.
All right, so this is the 103rd meeting all time. This one will decide the Beehive boot because Utah State is ass. like most good major rivalries, there's a discrepancy in who's the record, but Utah does dominate this overall. BYU has won the last 2 after losing the previous 9 in this series, but 17 of the last 21 have been decided by one score. BYU is second in the Big 12 in total defense, 4th against the pass, 2nd against the run. Utah's 4th in the Big 12 in total defense, 2nd against the pass, and 8th against the run. BYU's 5th in the Big 12 in total offense, 2nd in rushing. Utah is 3rd in the Big 12 in total offense and 1st in rushing. BYU is 3rd in scoring defense, and Utah is 2nd in scoring defense. I think this is going to be a knockdown dragout, but being at home matters. It's a night game in Provo. I have BYU plus 3.5.
Not so motherfucking fast, my friend. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Utah would be undefeated if they had not ran into the Monopoly guys team of Texas Tech. Texas Tech is Monopoly guys out there throwing cash, throwing money, throwing players. I mean, bottom line is Utah would be undefeated if it wasn't for them. Utah covers this spread against BYU. They ain't traveling far. And they don't give no shits about Provo. They'll shit on that fucking field just as quick as they'll shit on their own. So bottom line is I'm going Utah. Tony, as much as it pains me, somebody's got to fucking follow you one time.
I'm not the only one to go down then.
Hey, Josh, we are going to get this on a course.
Yes,
You and Tony
yes.
on the course.
We have to do it.
I can officially update now since it's official. I will be on the same crew as Tony and Jeff.
Yes.
But that won't take effect until November 26th, the day before Thanksgiving. So it might be a winter course we have to jump on, or next spring, one or the other. But yeah, it won't be a sim. It'll be on the course.
Before we move on, I just want to touch on the records again for everybody in the comments that it's still here. And the reason we try to fade Tony as much as possible. Jordan and Brandon right now are tied. They are 22-19 on the year against the spread. I'm a game back at 21-20. The three of us have winning records against the spread this year.
This guy knows ball.
Diego Tony Pavia Pardo up there. He's 13. He's 13-28.
That's improvement.
Hey,
Guys, I promise you, if we made a Patreon just release Tony's 5 picks a week, you could pay that subscription and still come out ahead.
You could, 100%. No doubts. No doubts. And we're giving this shit away for free, guys.
James Franklin Jr.
We're giving this shit away for free.
Tony Franklin Jr.
So spread the fucking love. Spread the love. Okay, so moving forward, because we got to get to the fucking real shit now. Riddle. Give us the fucking riddle.
Oh, yeah. The answer to the riddle was Notre Dame. There was about 6 people that got that really fast. Dee's got it first. Josh got it second. Big Hunt, I believe. Let me pull it back up. Let's see. Yeah, so Dee's got it first. Josh got it second. Chad got it third. And then Derek and Big Hunt also came in with correct answers on that. So,
all right.
So, where's the standings on that for the year now?
Standings for the year.
Let me do some quick math. With that, Dee's will be in first with 14 points. Big Hunt, Big Hunt is in second with 9. Josh will go to third with 7.
Josh,
Chad,
what's up, bro?
Let's see. Troy's got 5. Chad has 4, and then it goes down from there. But those are your top guys right now in the trivia contest. And just remember, if you win the trivia, you are going to get a care package from us here at Lock Loaded and Goated. And
it's worth it, guys.
With the guys, what it is. It's going to be nice.
It's worth it. Like we don't even have anything this fucking nice, and it's fucking our show. So
Jeff's got a pretty good start on the care package,
he's done a good job. He's taken this on and he's owned it, and he's done a great job with it. So before we move on, I want to give a shout out to our affiliate, our sister channel, our golf affiliate on the Lock Loaded and Goated network, and that is if you haven't seen them in the chat, Josh and D's 2424, those two guys, please go like and follow them. They do a golf podcast and a and a live. From the Bunker podcast, and they do a live quite frequently. Please go follow those guys. They are our golf affiliates. They're on the Lock, Loaded, and Go to network, and we want to give them all the love and support, the same love and support that you guys have shown us over the course of our little career. And we appreciate these guys for being here every week and giving us the love and support that they do. We appreciate those guys. Please go follow From the Bunker podcast. As soon as it goes live, we'll try to post a link. We don't have that yet. As soon as they give us permission and we go full circle, we'll try to get a link for that. But if you like golf, they post content quite frequently. So
just a quick update on the chat real quick before we put the kids away and let Tony go on his deal. There's been accusations of cheating in the chat. There's been accusations of fast laptop fingers. There's I think Jordan hit the nail on the head. He said Dees has his wife getting those answers as I'm saying them for him.
That's a good woman. That's a good woman. That's all you can say. It's a good woman.
And then Chad just came back and said Dees ain't smart enough to top that in that fast, so there's no doubt.
I mean,
we appreciate y'all, fellas.
We appreciate everybody. So, hey, let me get real close to this fucking microphone. All right, put the kids away because Tony's about to fucking play.
That NC-17
Put the kids away. Tony's about to fucking play because we about to get into Pardo's pour. So, Tony, before you even fucking start, tell us who the pour is brought to you by tonight, and we all gonna raise a fucking glass to this fucking pour.
Yeah, this one is one of my favorites.
Goddamn.
James E. Pepper.
Look at that color, boys.
Yeah, nice color. Nice.
That's good.
Decanter
Looks good.
Looking bottle. Very good. Very good.
We look
bottle.
good. We look good.
Tony?
James E. Pepper.
Great.
It's about a
Tony turned me on that.
bottle.
Tony turned me on to that, and it is
Hard
very
cherry.
good.
Lot
It is
cherry.
very good.
Brandon, what are you drinking?
I am drinking the blend that I let you guys have, where it's the Benchmark 125. That I'm drinking that tonight because I'm just trying to get rid of it so I can put some more ancient age in there. I'm just telling you, that shit's fucking the truth. If you don't fucking, I done told Jordan to get on the fucking ball.
3-liter Jack Daniels over.
No,
What is it?
Actually going.
It looks
I'm
good.
going with a cheap classic. This is Evan Williams Bottled in Bond tonight.
Nah.
Through a Brita filter. If not, then fuck you. All right, bro. 4 rows of single barrel.
Tony.
Great shit. Go, Tony. Grace us.
Dirty bastard.
Take it away, baby.
Okay. Well, obviously, you kind of already had a feeling probably what this shit was
Cheers,
going to be
Kias.
about. Third Saturday in October never fails. Oh, well, here lately, hell, it failed a lot prior to, I don't know, 15 fucking years. But, yeah. Listen, I'm not calling for nobody's head this weekend if something doesn't play out because I'm already accepting the loss. So let's just get that shit out of the way.
God damn. Don't give me that
do
fucking
expect-
fade shit.
I do.
Emotional edge.
I
Yep.
do. This fucking defense better fucking show up. If this
Yeah.
defense don't show up, then I expect to hear something about Tim Banks. Like, why the fuck is there nothing ever talked about Tim Banks? Like, after any type of game or anything, it's always about players.
Hold on.
I would like to know what the fuck kind of schemes and concepts we're doing in the fourth and third fucking quarters when we're just relaxed, chilling, shooting some b-ball out some school, all that
Yeah.
bullshit. Ain't letting receivers
But-
run free.
But Tony,
What?
and I want to be honest with you. The reason you don't hear shit about Tim Banks is because Josh Heupel's actually a fucking good coach. You don't fucking hang people out the fucking dry.
Hey.
You don't do that as a head coach.
Okay.
It's you. You own it. So that's why you don't hear about Tim
okay.
Banks. Now I know you bitch about him, and you're allowed to because you're a fan. You're a fan. You can bitch about whatever you want.
Listen, I'm just saying.
He said, "Let Tony cook."
No, listen, I don't hear anything about that because if they fucking shit the bed like they have been Tuscaloosa since like what 2003,
Three.
whatever, yeah.
3.
So it's at some fucking point the shit's got to end. If this defense, if Joey Aguilar goes out there, does what he fucking has been doing so far all this season, and they still fucking lose this game because they give, I don't know, fucking 40 fucking points. It's an ongoing issue here. Big games, balls play, they lose by fucking, I don't know, last year we didn't have much of offense, but hell, previous years we'll score some points. But guess what? We're still giving up like 40 plus. It happens every fucking year in these big games. This is a big game.
It is
And
big.
if Hypo isn't going to address certain things, then he'll need to make a fucking change this next offseason. Because I'm not going to say if they lose this game they're cooked, but there's a very good chance. Even though we got to play a shitty Gator team in Gainesville, but we haven't won there since what fucking 06, 07. I can't fucking remember.
Alabama's longer? That's
and
awesome.
They're still in the playoff hunt.
They are.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
No.
Like, Alabama is too. Alabama is too.
Hey, you didn't hear what I said. I said, yes.
Agreed.
Agreed,
Jordan.
The SEC race.
That's exactly what I just said.
But you're talking about Tim Banks.
Yes. But also I'm saying, because listen, we don't win the big games, but I'm not saying if we lose this game we're out. If you listen,
no, I got you.
Because we still, I literally said if we lose this game, I know we're still not out, but we still have another big fucking game in Gainesville, a place we haven't fucking won in just almost as long.
Tony, I want to ask you a serious question though.
What?
This goes along. What is it going to take for you to pull a Penn State and say fire Josh Heupel?
Oh God!
I'm just asking. I mean, you are as erratic as any fan I've ever met.
No,
you are, bro. You are, bro. You have never said that. I said, what would it take, though? What would it take? So if he doesn't make changes, that's going to be.
So he was given an extension, and I think it runs through 2029. So this is year 2025. Yeah. I'll give him maybe a couple more fucking years.
So if he doesn't fire Tim Banks, though, and let's say y'all lose this game, let's just say you lose it, for instance. I'm just throwing out hypotheticals. You lose this game, and let's say you lose one more, you miss the playoffs because of the defense. Are you, if he doesn't fire Tim Banks and then you have a bad year next year because of the defense, are you saying get rid of the motherfucker?
Next year?
I'm not throwing out hypotheticals. I'm throwing out hypotheticals.
If there's no fucking change this year,
okay.
If there's no fucking change at all this year, if we just keep on, we're cool, putting our offense putting a 40. Hey, Tim, it's all right. Just play that relaxed bullshit, prevent the win defense, buddy. We'll score 40 plus. Don't fucking worry about it. There's these motherfucking coaches. I know, and I was watching a lot of that game last week too. A lot of times look like defense players are freelancing for whatever fucking reason, whatever they were doing. But why is nobody getting in these kids' ass? Apparently not, because they haven't learned since week 1.
Yeah.
So I mean, who should it be? Tim Banks and Heupel, or just Heupel? What's Tim Banks fucking doing? Is he just up there with a spreadsheet, just going to do this? Does he not communicate with players and shit? Does he not tell these motherfucking kids, hey, keep your fucking assignment?
I agree with you. What I'm getting at is I just want to know what it's going to take. Like, is it if Heupel doesn't, I know you have not ever advocated for that. You're not that irrational. I agree with that, and that's crazy. But if he doesn't make a change, do you hold Heupel accountable?
Yeah, because you have to start questioning. It's the same thing as when Vrabel.
I'm just making sure.
And this is another sport. Talking about
God damn, Josh, fucking porno over here.
These motherfucking coaches. Sometimes
I know.
Sometimes these fucking coaches are so stubborn they don't want to make changes because they want to do shit their way. I get it. I'm fine with Heupel doing the offense his way, but at some point, dude, you got to go find a guy who can legit run a defense. Wait, this song is about Tennessee Mauser.
He's singing "Spend My Dollar."
Yeah. Yeah, you sing a song. A song about Tennessee. Yeah, we took that over. But
I mean, when you got to go to Tennessee to get a salute, you got to do what you got to do.
Hey,
I'm gonna take the underdog if Ole Miss wins.
Tennessee comes out. If Tennessee comes out and this defense shows up and the offense doesn't, then I can't talk shit. It just
I should be the favorite since Tony will be live in Tuscaloosa this Saturday. So
yeah,
Tony will be there, guys. Tony will be there.
Regardless of whatever happens, this is Josh, Brandon.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Bammer
it
fan
is what it
here.
is.
Don't give a damn about the whole state of Alabama. So who gives a fuck? I'm going down there and I will shit talk. I don't give a shit.
Why don't we give a damn about the whole state of Alabama?
Shit.
Because we're from Tennessee.
Yeah, that's damn right.
I'll tell you right.
My question of the night for Tony. My question for the night for Tony. Are you taking a cigar with you into Bryant Denny?
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, you better.
I guess I'm taking the high road. I don't know what it is about me. I just don't have I don't have the audacity
You're
or
taking the high road right now.
I don't talk shit to you. I do not talk shit to you, Tony. I do not talk shit to you about Tennessee.
You did try to put an Alabama shirt on him in his sleep.
Hold on, whoa. That's his wife's shirt. That's his wife's shirt.
No,
Hold on, whoa, Tony. I have clearly said that Joey Aguilar is a good quarterback. I've clearly said in this very podcast that I think Tennessee is a good team and they are capable of beating Alabama. You cannot say that I talk shit. I do not talk shit about Tennessee not being a good team. I do not say that.
No.
Keys real quick on the purple.
If anything, I'm more of a Tennessee fan than you are because I'm like, hey, Tennessee's defense is good, and you're like, fuck them motherfuckers.
You're not correct. You're not the Alabama man. They're not good.
Kias came in on the purple.
Kias did.
On the purple and said Tony will be drunk and Tony will hand off his cigar to a Bama fan.
First off, the first statement is absolutely true. Tony will be drunk. If you need to know where to go in Tuscaloosa, hit me up because I'm gonna tell you there's some spots where you can go and get that cheap beer. Cheap beer.
I was gonna go with Tony until this was a 6 o'clock kickoff.
Right.
Yeah.
Josh said the best thing in the world is Dixieland in Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's unreal, bro. Enjoy.
Hey, no, I've seen it at Neyland. I've heard it play at Neyland Stadium too, so it's all right. I've heard it. It sounds probably better than Neyland, but
I don't know.
we did it back-to-back years. The last 2 home games. Yeah,
Courtney says you ain't been to Tuscaloosa. Courtney says I ain't been to Tuscaloosa in 5 years. You're right. I'm supporting your ass. Fucking shit's expensive. Shit's expensive, bro. One season we had season tickets and we were there. I mean, we were there every game, and I mean it was great, but shit costs a lot more. And
Courtney, you're welcome. You've been saved by the economy from being subjected to that bullshit.
Yeah, that computer I wanted was super expensive. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. That computer I wanted is doing all this. That computer I want is doing everything that you see right here.
And also, when do I ever talk shit about Bama?
You don't. We don't really talk shit. None of us talk shit to each other. I don't sit there and do that because I'm telling you right now, I have a respect for Heupel. It's crazy because most Bama fans don't. Yeah. But I'm not most Bama fans. I wasn't calling for DeBoer's head when he lost. I wasn't saying Ty Simpson's cooked. I'm just telling you right now, I respect Heupel. I know what he's capable of. This dude could come out and beat us 49-14 on Saturday. No. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying he could. Just like we could beat y'all that doesn't mean Heupel's a bad coach. Like Jordan said earlier, every coach is allowed to have that game where it just doesn't fucking work. It's all about matchups every single year, and the matchups are changing and evolving quicker than we can keep up.
Chad wants to know what you will be smoking. What kind of cigar? He said that's the real question.
I don't know yet. I have baby.
It's going to be a Drew Estates red, because it's fucking red, and it's fucking good.
I will say,
and then I got a question for the chat before you go continue on, Tony. Anybody in the chat, would y'all like to see Tony come live for just a few minutes inside Bryant-Denny during the game?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're up by 80. I said hopefully.
Crash the fuck out.
If Bama's up by 80, you'll get a live me walking out of the stadium.
Give me. Are you going down there with anybody?
Sawyer, and I meet up with Troy and a few others.
So I'm gonna get Troy's fucking number because I want Troy to fucking send me the video of you walking out after they're fucking getting there. You know, I mean, I'm just
we're getting some yeses in the chat.
I know, yeah, hell yeah.
I will say this: I don't really talk shit about Bama.
You don't.
But I'm gonna say it truthfully though.
I don't talk shit to you.
No, I'm saying truthfully though. Yeah. It makes me feel good when you guys do lose. I mean, I will say that. Like I know y'all be stressing out shit, but
Tony, it makes me feel good when Tennessee loses. You ain't got to sit there and.
I know.
I don't talk shit to you.
I know. I know,
and I don't
but I'm
talk
just
shit to
saying,
Tennessee fans because I do respect Heupel.
yeah,
but
yeah.
like, in all honesty,
I know
like
you
if you lose, like, hey, if Georgia beats you, I'm like, oh hell yeah, Georgia beat them motherfuckers. Fuck them motherfuckers.
I know you're saying that. I'm not
But
stupid. I know.
I don't talk shit because I will tell you this: I know Tennessee can beat
Same way
us.
we felt back in week 1 with Florida State. I mean, hell.
I know, yeah.
I was happy.
Tennessee can beat us any given moment, and we can beat Tennessee. I mean, we all understand that. It's how the ball bounces. It's how the ball bounces. Like you said earlier this last week, Joey Aguilar, a couple of bounce balls created 4 picks for him. That's all it takes, guys. It takes a couple of bad bounces to change the outcome of a game. That's all it takes. So I don't talk shit. I don't talk shit anymore. Bottom line is, Jordan, you hit the nail on the head. The depth is not there anymore. The teams are not there anymore. You think you have a great team, but you don't really know until it's time to fucking suit up. The fucking Kansas City Chiefs are the fucking biggest dynasty in the NFL right now, and they lose games on Sundays.
Josh, are you talking about for the
it just
Alabama,
happens.
Are you talking about Alabama, Tennessee overall record?
That's 59 and 20.
Oh, God.
It's 50. Yeah, no, it's 59 and 30. 59 and 30. It's,
I think
it's 19.
Closer than that.
It's 19. It's 19.
There it is.
It should be 19.
59, 40, and 7.
Okay.
Alabama
19,
and you got to think of the Saban years and the
that's what happened.
16 in a row is what separated.
You're 100% correct, Jordan. You're 100% correct. Everybody, that is what separated, and that's Saban.
Well,
Tennessee was going through a down year.
Josh said, "Oh, we're killing y'all."
No, former had a celebrated when Bama was down, and Saban celebrated and feasted when Tennessee was down. Yep. That's how that works. Alabama, Tennessee has been streaks their whole career of fucking playing each other.
Let me throw some random statistical wisdom on y'all.
Alabama won 15 in a row, but right before that, Tennessee won like 9 in a row.
Yeah, streaks.
It's been
streaks.
Streaky as fuck throughout history.
Hang on, I'm gonna do a Kirby clap.
Hey, good clap. Good clap.
Let me throw some statistical wisdom on you. Just random shit that I do. This is what I enjoy. The first game between these two teams was 1901. If you break it down by decades, in the 1900s, Alabama won that decade. In the 1910s, Alabama won that decade. In the 1920s, Tennessee was 2-0. They won that decade. Yeah. 1930s, Alabama won. 1940s, Alabama won. 1950s, Tennessee dominated. They were 7-1.
Yeah, Neyland.
In the 1960s, it was 5-4, Alabama. 70s, Alabama dominated, 9-1.
Yeah.
80s, 6-4, Alabama. The 90s and the 2000s, Philip Fulmer, Tennessee won both of those decades. Yeah. Now, Saban came in the 2010s. It's 10-0 Alabama. The 2020s right now is 3-2. So if you break that down, Alabama has won more decades than Tennessee. But if you take out Saban's years, this record is dead even.
Yeah. So D said their 2 best coaches never beat our best. General Neyland. So none of our coaches. Oh, well, Frank Thomas played Neyland. He was 3-6. So Neyland, 100%. We talked about this off air. Neyland, respect for Neyland. Who's the second coach that Alabama never beat? Who's the second best coach? Are we saying that's the Bear played Neyland at Kentucky? That doesn't count. It don't count. It don't count for Alabama history. You can say whatever you want. It don't count for Alabama history.
Not the Alabama Tennessee history, but
no.
General Neyland was undefeated against Bear Bryant.
Yeah. I mean, Bear Bryant was 30 years old when he took over at Kentucky. I mean, let's call it what it is.
He never had a losing record there, though. But he never beat Tennessee.
But Tennessee was the program in the SEC in those years.
But you know why? And we've talked about that before. Why, Jordan? Why did Tennessee hire General Neyland?
He said
absolutely.
He said your second best coach never beat our. Okay, well, okay. You said these. You said their 2 best coaches never beat our best.
Bear Bryant was quoted as saying thank God the old man retired.
Yeah,
But I will say this.
he was good.
Let's go.
Bear Bryant and Johnny Majors are the reason that this rivalry is what it is today.
Yeah.
I mean, those were some intense
Hey, Bear
times.
Bryant lost to Johnny in his last year. I mean, you lost to a fucking drunk.
Hold on, dude. Hold on. Bear Bryant was barely alive. That's like celebrating you beating fucking goddamn. Yeah, I know.
Liver is no joke.
Yeah. But I will say this. I was there. I witnessed Nick Saban end Philip Fulmer's career because it was the Alabama game that ended Philip Fulmer's career. Just go ahead and
No, it
go
was
ahead.
the Wyoming game that ended Philip
When they went down there and got beat 42-17, they got their ass kicked. That was it.
Was a Terrence Cody blocked field goal away from upsetting what was going to be the national champion.
That was Lane Kiffin.
Can't get the job done.
That was Kiffin.
Cody blocked Phil.
That's what I said. Lane Kiffin's Tennessee team, the 1 year he was there, was this close.
Kiffin will forever have my respect because I'm gonna tell you right now, Tennessee had no business even being in that game, and they were because of Kiffin. It had nothing to do with anybody else. Fucking Kiffin kept y'all in that game. Kiffin and Orgeron. And bottom line,
I'm not disagreeing.
Bottom line is that dude. That was I ran down the street in my fucking boxers carrying a fucking Alabama flag.
We was marrying him off on Friday night, and then we was sending the coach off on Saturday.
Yeah. But
Daniel also had a comment earlier that kind of got lost in there. It said Saban sent us 3 of the worst coaches in history to destroy the program.
Yeah, he did. He sabotaged us.
Hey, the smartest thing he's ever done.
That big Italian sausage.
Smartest thing he's ever done. Hey,
I will say this. As a fan first, these are the weekends that I look forward to every year. You got these rivalries that have been around for over a century, and you can have guys on both sides of the fence. We got Brandon that's an Alabama fan, Josh in the chat's an Alabama fan, and then you got Tennessee fans like Dees, Tony, and Jordan, and we can banter back and forth. But everybody still loves everybody at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Now, Saturday, during that time frame, ain't nobody going to love nobody, and we understand that.
So let's just all call it what it is.
That. But that's the beauty of college football.
There won't be anybody here. There won't be anybody here on Saturday except for me and Riddle. Just go ahead and fucking mark it down because these cocksuckers, they fucking scared to death.
I'm going to tell you right now.
They scared to death.
I can tell you right now. Dees has already hit me up. Hey, man, we're having a shrimp bowl at Daniel's house. First thing Josh said was, hell, maybe, can I get an invite? And he said, no. You don't want to walk into that house. And he was not wrong.
Hey, Steve Gooden, I hope they keep winning out. I'd love to see that Big Ten
Bottom line
championship
is,
from number 1 versus number 2.
It might be me and Riddle in here on Saturday night because the other dudes are scared. They don't like coming on here. Motherfucker, you scared.
Spot on.
Tony is going to go live from the line.
He will.
He's going to be in Bryant Denny and get on here. And
Riddle, if he was at home, he wouldn't be on the fucking podcast.
Well, because I like to be because I like to be in front of my TV.
Who the fuck knows?
Jumping up and down.
Who the fuck knows?
I don't have a big fucking TV set up in here. I'm just letting my TV going crazy.
I'm just letting you know right now, if Ole Miss beats Georgia, I'm going to be one mad motherfucker.
I hope you are. I hope that game's going on. What time? Is that game 2:30?
That's 2:30.
Oh, shit. I was hoping it'd be. All right. But anyway, hey, guys.
The good news is the Bell Buckle Arts and Crafts Fair. The Bell Buckle Arts and Crafts Fair is this weekend. I'm taking my wife and my daughter to that.
Good.
That is a beautiful thing if you've never been to. I will be watching that game the whole time I'm there. But I will be a mad motherfucker if we get off to a slow start again.
Motherfucker, I tell the motherfuckers we're going on Sunday. That's what I'd fucking tell them. It's open on Sunday too, buddy. Yeah. It's open on Sunday too.
It's supposed to rain Sunday.
Hey, I love my.
There's like an elevated tornado.
You're a good dude.
For those of y'all that aren't in our area in Middle Tennessee, there is an elevated tornado warning like on Sunday for this. So.
Yes.
Hey, Jeff, y'all keep it shoot slow.
Yeah, we will. Hey, y'all are in there this weekend. What are you talking about?
Keep shoot slow.
Keep it shoot slow.
Keep it shoot slow on Sunday.
All right. Hey, that's going to do it for us tonight on Lock, Load, and Go. If you haven't, please consider liking and subscribing to us. We are on Kick. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. And we're on TikTok. We also post this audio live, the live version of this audio via podcast. We're on Amazon Music, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We would really appreciate if you go like and follow us over there as well. We really need to get the podcast portion up if you guys can help us, because that's where the money is made, and that's where we're able to get a little bit of a sponsorship and try to build the brand. But if you haven't, please go consider doing that for us. We would greatly appreciate it. That's going to do it for all of us on Lock, Load, and Go. Riddle's holding his hand up.
Yeah, just remember, I said it last week. I said it Saturday. We've got T-shirts being made. We got a lot of stuff in the works. If you want some of that, get with me. Again, the prize package for the trivia is going to be fantastic. I promise you it'll be well worth it. We're going to make this worth it. We appreciate all y'all. Go ahead, Brandon, with the close.
All right. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. That's going to do it for all of us on Lock, Load, and Go. We will see you all in the next one, Saturday, 8:30. Peace.
See y'all Saturday.